The collaboration, the growth, from Cawleys and a Vegware perspective has been, kind of quite significant. One of the interesting things that came along the way, the kind of worldwide event that happened around COVID, kind of really did give us a kind of a bit of a foot up. There was a couple of industries that, kind of high-end, high-tech, kind of Formula One as an example, industries where, their staff are very well looked after, still working through COVID, but obviously not having their very fancy canteen facilities in use. And that gave us a great opportunity with a couple of them to kind of introduce Vegware as a solution. It helped them kind of keep up their sustainability ambitions, while making sure that we had something to make sure that they could serve their staff as they intended to. So, I think there was a couple of good opportunities that have stuck since then. Around, kind of best practice in using kind of Vegware. Those processes are still in place. The ones that they adapted, it worked for them because of the situation we were in, and it works for them going forward because of the environmental and sustainability benefits from it.
I think you've kind of highlighted the variety of customers that can use this service. You've kind of started with small local cafes, and you've gone all the way up to F1, and everything in between is possible, really. And we're noticing that appetite grow on our side as well from our customers. There's more awareness amongst procurement teams, sustainability teams. They want to be on the lookout for these types of services, and that's where I think we can connect. And it's bringing those stakeholders in right from the beginning. It's getting all the key people around one table to discuss how are we going to change the waste systems, and how are we going to make sure that the packaging matches up with that.
That's one of the key bits to it. Was absolutely, from the point of view of kind of engagement, making sure kind of people understand it, the comms piece and the training and the explanations are kind of vital part to it.
Yeah, it runs all the way through from that first meeting, through implementation, launch days, and then right through in perpetuity, really, until the service is no longer required. It's refreshing those messages and making sure that everyone's bought into the system, and it allows the thing to be self-sufficient, really.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And I think that's what's been good in terms of the partnership between Cawleys and Vegware, is that there's a lot of honesty amongst the communication. We're constantly checking in with each other and making sure the services are running well, looking at what the customer needs on both sides. And that allows good feedback channels for the customers to let us know what they need, because they know that we can work well together.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's the key to it working well. I mean, there's obviously, there's other parties involved in the conversations with us and between us, I suppose, David. But just keeping those communication channels open between the two companies just kind of seems to make sure it works very efficiently.
Yeah, definitely, and people will see that in the upcoming Watford Grammar School case study. It was a prime example of a joint visit from the beginning, sitting down with the catering teams and the facilities teams, launching the service, but then carrying on that message, making sure that the pupils are engaged, the staff are engaged, getting letters out to the parents so that everyone's bought into this idea about a composting system and understanding why they've been asked to make changes.
Vegware's in-house environmental consultancy creates a variety of composting and recycling solutions for our clients. Visit vegware.com/keen to compost.